Watch your fingers. Good.
Good lad. Well
there
done.
we go. So well done, Teddy. What's this? We've had so much fun with Ted out on the farm, especially the last sort of 6 months where he's walking around now. He was born last February 2024. He sees a cow running and bucking along the field to the next day's pasture, or going to pick up the chicken eggs now in the morning. It's just so lovely, and it makes you really appreciate what you do more, seeing the joy on his face each day. Looking back over 2023 and 2024, we increased our revenue by 30%. We've increased our direct sales of beef by 15%. Coupled with the wholesale to the butchers, we've increased our profit by 220%. So as a new entrant, 3 years into this farm, really chuffed with those results. The biggest changes we've made would be planting of trees in fields. Farmers can sometimes have a thing about trees being planted in their fields, but we're hoping to do that here in a way that shows that it doesn't harm productivity, profitability, and in fact it's the opposite. In terms of biodiversity, we're seeing the pasture really develop. Yarrow, knapweed, birdsfoot trefoil just naturally spreading through our fields, and I'll really put that down to our long rest periods of about 60 days and the impact that the cattle are having, that grazing sort of behaviour. We wanted to bring in pigs grazing through the woodlands, and the last batch of pigs we had in went on a rampage and destroyed a lot of fences. That put a big strain on us because we just didn't have the time to be going out and finding them and putting them back where they should be. And they were supposed to be doing this great stuff in the woodland, going through, looking for acorns, bashing up the bracken and things, and bringing a bit more light and diversity into that understory of the woodland. Because they destroyed a lot of infrastructure, and that time element, we just didn't have the time to spend on it. So we've actually scaled back the pigs, and we're not doing it this year. We outwinter our cattle here at Treveddoe Farm. They're grazing 365 days of the year, and for us that's brilliant at reducing costs. We're not using any insecticides, we're not using any wormers on them either, so we're really helping to not kill anything on our farm basically. That increase in abundance of insects has seen this massive rise in rare birds that are seen at Treveddoe. We are creating the areas for them on the farm, but also having the cattle outside over winter was a massive reason for seeing that abundance of rare birds on the farm in the winter. The dung is home to all these insects, and we're just providing food for the birds all the time. So this winter bird survey we had done, they found 32 species. 17 of those are on the red or amber list. Things like yellowhammers, meadow pipits, linnets. Outwintering our cattle was providing really beneficial habitat for these overwintering birds. My understanding of regen ag, how that's developed over the last few years, is that before it was kind of a set of principles and this is what you can do to achieve X, Y and Z, but now it's this growing movement of really positive farmers that are trying to achieve really good things, and it's been brilliant to be a part of that. I think the tide's changing, and seeing the king now, Charles, being a massive advocate of it. Large landowners, the big estate owners that have owned them for hundreds and hundreds of years, they're not out there looking for fads, they're looking for management practices that will sustain their estates for hundreds more years. And it's the fact that these landowners are picking up regen farming and wanting to implement it on their land that's given me a lot of confidence to keep going with what we're doing as well. For me, the best way that farmers can connect with their customers, their consumers, is by being able to retail their produce from the farm gate and get those consumers onto the farm. They can be taken out to see the cows or see this sort of lovely habitat you're creating on farm whilst producing that food, and you build that brilliant relationship that makes them want to come back, and therefore going forward that's a much more sort of resilient way of doing it. The film has been mad, really. We are still getting phone calls and emails saying, watch the film, we'd really love to buy your beef. And it's given me credibility to go and speak to other landowners and help give them ideas on how they can do what we're doing, or trying to talk to their tenant farmers maybe, and how they could adopt some practices. Very sadly, last year, Claudia's mum, Jo, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and we've had very tough time because she was only 60 years old, so no age at all. In that last year, money mattered nothing to Jo at all.
You can't take it with you, but we need to take things out of it so that wasn't in vain.
The biggest takeaway for us is that we need to slow down a bit and be a lot more present every single day. Before Ted was born, I had a lot of old farmers, like proper farmers. All they do, they work from like 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. The common theme from all of them was they missed their children growing up. Claudia and I are not missing out on anything with Ted as he grows up. I think that's the brilliant thing about the way we farm. We can grab Ted, we can go outside and move our cows. It's a lovely walk out through our fields to see some animals. There's not loads of dangerous machinery flying around. You're not just regenerating your farm, you are regenerating your life.